Get stealing, woo, wheeling, dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun. Yeah! Kurt Angle, yeah! Why, Triple H, you son of a tell me why! And Tony Khan, this is also on you!
I am going to ruin wrestling.
Just get over it!
What is up? What is up? What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is time for WWE Backlash. Of course, we are less than 10 minutes away from the start of this PLE. And of course, we got John Cena. Yes, the real world's champion, defending his newly won undisputed WWE Championship. And of course, he's going to defend it against Randy Orton tonight in St. Louis. The kickoff is still going on, but the show is about to start in less than 10 minutes. Thank you guys for joining me right here on the stream if you guys haven't. But before we get into all this craziness, please make sure to like and subscribe to the Wrestle Havoc channel right here on YouTube, in which we discuss everything in and outside of the squared circle. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content. And as the freaking referee would say, ring, ring, ring that damn bell for more notifications. Let's get some people right here on the stream, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for WWE Backlash. Backlash is about to begin in 5 minutes. Backlash is going to be starting in 5 minutes. Of course, it's going to be taking place in St. Louis, Missouri. Doing a quick rundown so far of the match card. Of course, we have John Cena versus Randy Orton for the Undisputed Championship. We got the Women's Intercontinental Championship match as Lyra Valkyria defends her title against Becky Lynch. We got a four-way for the United States Championship as Jacob Fatu defends his title against Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, and L.A. Knight. The Intercontinental Championship is on the line as, of course, dirty Dominic Mysterio defends his Intercontinental Championship against Penta El Cero Miedo. And, of course, one of the matches that I'm actually very intrigued by, I know a lot of people aren't, that is, of course, the Ring General Gunther to take on one of the best commentators right now in the game. And yes, I said it, he is a great commentator. I don't care what anybody says. Of course, I am talking about Pat McAfee. But yeah, a five-match match card. A five-match match card. That's very interesting. But yeah, man, Backlash is going to happen in less than 5 minutes. We are 4 minutes away from Backlash, ladies and gentlemen. 4 minutes away from Backlash. Before we get into all the craziness, please, again, make sure to like and subscribe to the Wrestle Havoc channel right here on YouTube, in which we discuss everything in and outside of the squared circle. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content. And as the Virgin Referee would say, ring, ring, ring that damn bell for more notifications. As of right now, we got Wade Barrett and Michael Cole coming out. They are both coming out. And of course, since Pat McAfee is going to be wrestling on this show, he is, of course, not going to be on commentary tonight. Of course, I got my lovely Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I was contemplating, by the way, on possibly getting McDonald's. But since I'm on a little diet right now, I'm like, you know what? Let's not go waste money on McDonald's, because a whole meal for me is like $20. $20, you know what I'm saying? You're getting a double bacon quarter pounder with cheese, and then you get them fries with a either medium or large Coke or Dr. Pepper. And of course, you got to add them 20-piece McNuggets, right? But yeah, I was like, you know what? Let's not waste money today. We got some good old-fashioned Dunkin' Donuts and a good old-fashioned bottle of water. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. I ate at home, but dude, the traffic to get here was crazy. The traffic to get here was pure insanity, man. I couldn't find parking for like 20 minutes to get to this studio. I literally set everything up on here. But yeah, man, we got Backlash. Backlash is coming up next. I'm actually watching this on Peacock. Last month for WrestleMania, I actually watched this on, what was it? I watched this on, what was I going to say? I watched it on via VPN, so I watched it on Netflix, and there was so much blur going on. So we got somebody that's about to sing the Star Spangled Banner. I have no problem with them singing the Star Spangled Banner, but I have one question. Why didn't they do this at WrestleMania last year? Unless I missed the pre-show. I don't know. Why are my subtitles on? Bum, 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 bum. Oh my God. Why is there so much lag on my Peacock? What the hell? Makes no sense. Hey, my boy Pat McAfee. My boy Pat McAfee. I think it's pretty safe to say, and I think it's pretty self-explanatory that Gunther's going to win and he's going to beat Pat McAfee. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Real champion. Then the last real champion. All right, just hold on a second. Let me fix something over here. Damn, we actually got opening pyro on the show. Holy shit. We got opening pyro on the show. The U.S. title match is going to kick off the show. The U.S. title match is kicking off. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. Drew McIntyre's coming out. Bum, 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 bum. Do-do-do, do-do-do. All right, Drew McIntyre's coming. I think this U.S. title match is going to be great. I ain't gonna lie. I'm very curious to see what's gonna happen. I'm very curious. But one thing is for sure, and I will be brutally honest, man. One thing is for sure: there's no chance in hell, no pun intended, that Jacob Fatu is losing that title. Jacob Fatu is not, and I repeat, he is not losing that U.S. title. He just won it. He's going to hold on to that U.S. title for a long period of time. He's going to hold on to that shit for a long ass time, guys. God, I love coffee. I love coffee. Coffee. If you guys just joined this live stream, please stick around. Comment down below on the chat. I would love to interact with you guys. And also, please make sure to like and subscribe to the Wrestle Havoc channel right here on YouTube, in which we discuss everything in and outside of the squared circle. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content. And, as the friggin' referee would say, ring, 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 ring that damn bell for more notifications. Damian Priest is coming out. My boy Damian Priest is coming out. All rise for the outlaw. Trying to fix this. Alrighty. Dun dun dun. I'm actually really happy that WWE pay-per-views are now like they're now, you know, less they start earlier. They don't start at 8, they start at 7. Which I actually dig, I'm not gonna lie. This is the 20th Backlash. So they had 99, 2000, 2001. My boy Jacob Fatu's about to come out. Fatu. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Fatu. Yeah. 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 Fatu. Yo. His entrance is clean, bro. His entrance is clean. His entrance is clean. Jacob Fatu. Yeah. You know what's so funny? Everybody's talking about Becky Lynch turning heel, right? Well, not really everybody, but you know, the whole Becky Lynch heel turn is getting a lot of mixed reactions, but this is so funny. So MJF tweeted this out. Agree with Bex fully on Lyra. She seems like a horrible person and clearly a gross poor. Enjoyed my time, quote unquote, with the man on set. A very nice girl and an upstanding citizen. However, not too sure about her thoughts on a potential promo battle. That's so funny. All right, the match is about to start. We got the Fatal 4-Way kicking off Backlash. And the fight has begun. LA Knight and Jacob Fatu are going at it. Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest, who got history, are going at it as well. They're whooping each other's asses. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, shoot. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Immediately. LA Knight with the neck breaker. And LA Knight is on a roll at this point. LA Knight is on a roll. You know I'm an advocate for sponsors in the ring, but I don't know about that Morgan and Morgan logo. I don't know. You just can't see it in my eyes. Yeah, LA Knight is definitely on a roll in this match. My boy LA Knight is on a roll. Yeah. 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 Dude, everybody's just ganging up on Jacob Fatu at the moment. As we speak, everybody's ganging up on Jacob Fatu. Oh, snap. Now McIntyre's in it. Spine buster on Priest. And now he's going to go after LA Knight. Neck breaker on LA Knight. Neck breaker on Priest. Okay. Now Drew McIntyre is on a roll. So he's just hitting a neck breaker on everybody. Drew McIntyre. Do you remember when he was the chosen one? Remember when Drew McIntyre was the chosen one? If you guys are just joining this live stream, we are reacting to WWE Backlash. Of course, this show, this live stream, we do this for every pay-per-view for both WWE and AEW. The next live watch-along is going to be AEW Double or Nothing, which is going to be May 25th. So be on the lookout for that. And as of right now, Damian Priest just hit a Hurricane Rana on Jacob Fatu off the top rope. So everybody's getting their, basically at this moment, getting their chance to shine. That's what's going on right now. All right, Priest takes out Fatu. All right, Priest. If you guys are just joining us live, please make sure to like and subscribe to the Wrestle Havoc channel right here on YouTube, in which we discuss everything in and outside of the squared circle. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content. And as the friggin' referee would say, ring, ring, ring that damn bell for more notifications, ladies and gentlemen. Follow me on social media on Instagram, Twitter, or X, whatever you like to call it, and TikTok. And also subscribe to the channel. Also, the podcast is going to be tomorrow, so be on the lookout for the podcast as well. Jacob Fatu. Fatu. Oh, snap. Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre are going for a face-off. They are going for a face-off at the moment, as we speak. Oh my God, just whoop each other's asses already. Drew McIntyre. Solo, I love you. Solo, I love you. Now they're whooping each other's asses. They're going back and forth at the moment. Damn, that was clean. That was clean. That was clean. Oh man, hip attack. My boy hit a hip attack. I'm so tired. Oh, Drew now's gouging the eyes of Jacob Fatu. Drew's on the top with Jacob Fatu. Now LA Knight's coming in. guy's stomping after Drew McIntyre. How many yeahs we got to get? Now LA Knight after LA Knight took out Drew McIntyre, he's up to going to the top. Oh! What? Bro. So Drew countered and he got himself up and threw Jacob Fatu down to the mat. And all of a sudden Jacob Fatu just stood up and this guy like just wreaked havoc at that point. This guy just hit a swanton. My boy Jacob is on rampage. BFT. South of Heaven. Oh, shit. So we got, oh my God, we got the Swanton, BFT, South of Heaven, and now the Claymore. We got the Claymore. All right, this match turned up real quick. Real quick. Real quick. That was a really good montage. A really good montage. Jacob Fatu immediately stood up after Drew McIntyre hit the belly to belly from the top and then just went crazy. Hit the Swanton. Then LA Knight hit the BFT. Then Priest hit the South of Heaven. And then Drew immediately went for the Claymore. That was really good. I love that. Immediately it turned this matchup up a notch. I dig that. And the crowd is definitely into it. So you got to like that too. That was fantastic. 100%. That was fantastic. Bam, bam, bam. Jacob Fatu is going crazy. Now McIntyre's coming back. He hit the future shock. Drew hit the future shock. Now Drew is nope. Drew was trying to go after LA Knight, but then LA Knight countered. He tried to go for the BFT, but then Drew countered back and then hit the future shock on LA Knight. Drew looks like he's possibly on the verge of winning this match, but again, I don't see Jacob Fatu losing his US title. It would just make no sense. Claymore on LA Knight. Cover. Dude, for a second I thought he got that. I thought he got the 3. I was so scared. But Priest dragged the referee out. Thank the Lord. Thank Christ. Thank God in heaven. Thank God in heaven. Now both Drew and Damian Priest are fighting it out on the outside. Both are over on the timekeeper's area. Both are on the timekeeper's area. Ra, 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 what I mean? Oh! Oh, Knight escaped. LA Knight escaped. LA Knight's on the top rope. Oh, man. He went back up on the top and hit the elbow drop. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. Jacob Fatu kick out. Okay, great. Good. Why do I keep getting this notification? Jesus Christ. It's driving me nuts. So Drew and Priest are over in the crowd. Hold on. Drew's oh shit. So both are on a certain platform at the moment as we speak. Oh! Right on a table. Oh shit. Dude, that was crazy. He hit a South of Heaven chokeslam through a table. Both Drew and Priest are out. Both Drew and Priest are out. So it's right now at the moment it's only LA Knight and Jacob Fatu in the ring. At this moment it's only Jacob Fatu and LA Knight. Jesus Christ. What is LA Knight thinking at the moment? Jacob Fatu's on the table. Jacob Fatu is on the table. Oh shit, he's gonna go for that elbow drop. No! Solo? What is my boy Solo doing here? Solo? Nobody cares about Solo. Now LA Knight's gonna go after. Oh shit. Is that Jeff Cobb? That's Jeff Cobb! Holy shit! Jeff Cobb! Jeff Cobb! I mean, we did know that he was already signed. He was a free agent for a while. So it's Jeff Cobb, bro. He's a part of the bloodline now. Jeff Cobb is officially on WWE. Now Jacob Fatu's coming in. Jacob Fatu's coming in at the moment. We've known that Jeff Cobb was headed to WWE for a while. We've known that he was on his way to WWE for a while. You knew damn well he was not going to go to AEW. Not a chance. Even though he had a couple appearances in AEW. Jacob Fatu. Hip attack. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's over. It's over. It is over. Jacob Fatu is still the United States champion with the help, by the way, of Jeff Cobb. And as you guys know, Jacob Fatu wants to do things on his own, but from what it looks like, Solo's insisting a little bit. And now we got Jeff Cobb from what it looks like, he's a part of the bloodline. Jeff Cobb is now a part of the bloodline. And Jacob Fatu is somewhat shocked. Somewhat shocked. He's like, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is this guy? What is this guy doing here? They brought in Jeff Cobb. And they were like, yeah, fuck Hikuleo. Dude, I'm telling y'all, not Solo Sikoa. Jacob Fatu, bro. Even though he's like a monster, he's a 100% monster heel. Dude, he can be a mega baby face in the future. I'm telling y'all that right now. Now he's walking out with the U.S. belt. But Jeff Cobb is officially a part of the new bloodline. And Solo Sikoa and Jeff Cobb helped. Even though, think about this, even though Jacob Fatu did not want help, boom. Solo's like, nah, you gonna get help, whether you like it or not. Jeff Cobb is officially all WWE. I sound like a mark. He's officially a part of the WWE, and we've kind of known for a while that he was headed to the WWE, but more importantly, he's a part of the bloodline with Solo Sikoa. And who's to say that he might outshine Solo Sikoa just like Jacob Fatu outshined Solo Sikoa? You know, Solo Sikoa was supposed to be like the enforcer of the bloodline, but realistically, Jacob Fatu kind of took that spot and kind of overshadowed Solo Sikoa. Granted, Solo Sikoa brought him in, but you get my drift. Everything that Jacob Fatu is doing right now is exactly what Solo Sikoa. Everything that Jacob Fatu is doing right now is exactly what Solo Sikoa should have been doing. It's exactly what Solo Sikoa should have been doing. Looking back right now, think about this. Looking back right now, the whole bloodline run of Solo Sikoa this past year has been kind of iffy. It hasn't really been the best. Let's be real with ourselves. It hasn't really been the best. But man, Jeff Cobb. We've known that he was gonna he was a free agent for a while. We know he was gonna be headed to WWE 100%. But man, more importantly, he's a part of the bloodline. WWE has recently just right now announced Night of Champions in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It's going to be taking place Saturday, June 28th. Hold on, let me tweet this. Jeff Cobb, man. All right, we got Lyra Valkyria taking on Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I talked about this last night on the predictions live stream, but this is one match that I'm just not really that excited about. I'm not excited about this match whatsoever. I could care less. I'm gonna be real. I could care less. But that is just me. So I actually missed this. This is so funny. I actually missed this. So during the pre-show or the kickoff, whatever the hell you want to call it, behind Wade Barrett and Vic Joseph, there was a fan that had a sign that said Logan Paul is the poor man's MJF. That's hilarious. That's kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie. That's pretty funny. And it's insane. Show me my bed. I don't believe it, baby. I know you lie all night long. Want me in my chain. Nothing the same. Don't be losing my mind. $1 Million Baby is such a good song. I love that song. Jesus Christ, bro. Bro, who the hell be driving these cars? Just drive. Why do I keep getting this fucking notification? No, 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 no. Oh my God, these ads are driving me nuts. These ads, bro. So Sean Ross Sapp just tweeted this out. We really got a 748,224th member of the Bloodline before GTA 6. That's pretty funny. No cap. That's actually pretty funny. No cap. All right, we got Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Dude, 100% Becky Lynch is getting the win. And this is, look, I haven't been interested in Becky Lynch, and I'm still not even interested in Becky Lynch. But I mean, if you really want to make that title important, unfortunately you're gonna have Lyra drop that title because she hasn't done anything with that belt. I don't care what anybody says, man. Lyra hasn't done jack shit with that Women's Intercontinental Championship. She hasn't done a damn thing. Unfortunately, she hasn't done anything. Nada. Ella no hizo nada. The man. Big time. Remember that? Whoa. 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 Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. Whoa. Hold on. One thing I like about Lyra Valkyria is not just her in-ring work, but really I love her entrance and her theme song. Her theme song is really good. I love her theme song. Bum, bum, bum. Woo. Bum, bum, bum. Woo. You know what's crazy, man? If you want to know how badly the women's mid-card scene is on the WWE main roster, bro, they released Dakota Kai. And you want to know one of the reasons as to why they released Dakota Kai? It's because, oh yeah, she's she's a little too old. Meanwhile, John Cena is your world champion. John Cena is your world champion. But Dakota Kai is reaching at it. She's reaching. She's like what, in her late 30s, early 40s? That's BS, in my opinion, at least. How old is Dakota Kai? $37 years old. 37 years old. I thought the way that they went about that whole Becky Lynch heel turn made no sense. How do you have them win the tag team titles and then drop them the next night? That is typical Vince McMahon type booking. I'm sorry. How many times we saw that shit? Didn't they do that with The Miz? Like, didn't he win like the IC title at like, it was on the WrestleMania pre-show, but like he won the IC title and all of a sudden the next night on Raw he drops it? Or more famously when Zack Ryder won that really good ladder match and he won the Intercontinental Championship. And then the next night on Raw, he dropped it. He dropped it to Miz. That was ridiculous, in my opinion. Even though Miz had a great run with that title, it's just dumb. Like, how do you have Lyra and Becky win the tag team titles from Raquel and Liv, only for Raquel and Liv to beat them for the titles the next night? And then after that, you have Becky turn heel. Don't you think it would have made more of an impact if Becky turned heel? Number one, if they had lost with Lyra Valkyria getting pinned, and I talked about this last night on the show. Lyra Valkyria. Now, I made the pitch of Lyra Valkyria getting pinned in that tag team match at WrestleMania, but a lot of people, I assume, would probably create the counter argument of, she's the women's Intercontinental Champion. Why do you want her to get pinned? You want to know why I want her to get pinned? It's because of the fact that WWE hasn't made that title any relevance. That women's Intercontinental title does not have any relevance whatsoever. They have booked that title horribly. That's why. Why do you expect people to care now? So you'd have Lyra Valkyria get pinned, and then you have the turn that Becky Lynch did on Raw, but you have it happen at WrestleMania. That's what I do. That's just me, though. That's just me. You guys may disagree with me, but again, this match I'm just not that excited about. Dude, there's so much people driving some dumbass cars outside. It's ridiculous. Bum, 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 woo! Bum, 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 woo! Whatever. Okay, there we go. Lyra's going to the top. But Becky comes in. Dude, why is this thing lagging? My Peacock feed is like lagging. I don't know why. Oh my God, now I got a freaking ad. Jesus Christ. Bum, bum, bum. Woo. Bum, bum, bum. Bro, why do I keep getting the same freaking notification on here, man? This is ridiculous. The Bexploder suplex. Dun. So apparently what's going on right now is Becky Lynch is so the fiance of Lyra Valkyria is over there, right? The fiance of Lyra Valkyria is in the front row, and Becky Lynch is just screaming at him. That's hilarious. Becky 2 belts. I'm the man, Becky Lynch. Dude, Lyra just bitch. Yo. Dude, Lyra just bitch slapped Becky Lynch, and then boom, Becky was like, boom, boom, boom. Insecurity. All right, Lyra's going to go for the superplex at the moment. Oh, roll up, roll up, roll up. Oh, for a second I thought she had it. I thought Becky Lynch had it. I thought Becky had it. Why do I keep getting the same freaking notifications on this thing, bro? This is driving me nuts. Lyra hits a leg drop. Oh my god, these stupid ass cars on the outside, bro. Bro, this is like the third time Lyra Valkyrie is going off the top. She hits a moonsault, I believe, off the middle rope. So she hits a leg drop. And then later on, she goes for a moonsault off the middle rope. That was actually pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie about that. Jesus Christ. Oh shit, Lyra just transitioned into the armbar as well. Holy crap. Now she applied the disarmer. Now Becky applied the disarmer. Roll up by Lyra. Lyra just countered the manhandle slam. Oh, now she hit it. So Lyra just kicked out of the manhandle slam again. Now Becky's grabbing a chair. So Becky grabbed the chair, then she got the chair taken away from the referee. And now she exposes the turnbuckle. German. Okay. She hits a kick. Moonsault off the middle rope. Holy shit, this match is actually pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, you kind of expect... Look, the match was going to be good. I was not excited about it. Manhandle slam, manhandle slam, Oh, no, Lyra kicked out. So the referee's now going to grab the turnbuckle. Lyra picks her up. Go straight for the pin, bro. Yo, I swear, bro. She reminds me a lot of Aubrey Edwards. What the fuck was that referee doing? What was that referee doing? That is the type of shit that Aubrey Edwards would do. I'm telling you that right now. It's right in front of you, bro. You ain't even paying attention. Oh my God, just go for the pin. No shit, Sherlock. No shit, Sherlock. Oh my God, man. Jesus Christ. Now Lyra picks up Becky. Becky with the manhandle. No, roll up, roll up, roll up. Oh, nah, never mind. Holy shit, Lyra actually retained the title. Lyra actually retained the title. Now Becky's going after Lyra. Personally, I would have had Becky win, but they actually had Lyra pin Becky. Like, out of nowhere, they actually had her pin Becky. Now Becky's applying the disarmer. Lyra may have won the match, but who walked out of the ring? Who walked out of the ring? It wasn't Lyra. It was Becky that walked out of the ring. Now all the referees are coming in. Dude, Becky's going crazy. So this was, I'm not going to lie, this match was pretty good. Look, for somebody that wasn't that excited about this match, Lyra versus Becky was not bad. I'm quite shocked that we got the ending that we did. I actually thought Becky was going to get the win. Considering I was very outspoken. I still am very outspoken about the direction of the women's Intercontinental title. It's not even just the women's Intercontinental title. It's both women. It's both women's mid-card titles and the women's tag titles. All three of those titles haven't been treated with any importance at all. They're just belts. They're just there, in my opinion. That's how WWE's treated those titles. And if you had put the Intercontinental title on somebody like Becky, I feel like Becky would have elevated the importance of that title a little bit more, because the Intercontinental title for the women hasn't really been that important. And this is and I like Lyra Valkyria, but she hasn't really done anything with it. It's not her fault. Realistically, if you think about it, it's Creative's fault. You know what I'm saying? But the ending of Becky, you know, attacking Lyra after the match, that was a pretty good angle. It was a pretty good angle. But again, I would have had Becky win. It would have been, in my opinion, it would have been a little bit more impactful for Becky to win and then attack Lyra, even though she still won. You know what I'm saying? It would have been better if you had Becky win, and then after Becky, even though she won the title from Lyra, she would have still attacked her after that. That would have been even more impactful, but they didn't do that. The only thing I have to ask myself, or really have to ask all of you guys watching this stream, is where do we go from here when it comes with Lyra Valkyria? Because clearly, from what it looks like, we're going to see more Lyra versus Becky matches. I assume we're probably going to be getting a rematch at the next pay-per-view, which I believe is Night of Champions, which is in Saudi Arabia. So that's what I see happening. But we're going to have to wait and see what goes down. I believe Money in the Bank is in July. Night of Champions is next month, and then Money in the Bank is in July. And then SummerSlam, of course, is in August. That was crazy. But yeah, Lyra retained the women's Intercontinental title. Not a bad match. I really enjoyed the match for what it was. It was not a bad match whatsoever. It was a pretty competitive and pretty good match. And look, the story was there. 100% the story was there. It was not a bad match whatsoever. It's just, to me, I would have had, even though I'm not a fan of Becky Lynch, I would have had her win the title. Because if you want to elevate that women's Intercontinental title, you can put the belt on Becky. But I will say, another thing it's one thing to put the belt on somebody, right? To make the title mean something. But it's also another thing if you have a good story, when it comes to that championship. And maybe their idea of not putting the belt on Becky tonight was, hey, we got a good story to tell, and it's going to be for the Intercontinental Championship. So, let's have a good story behind it. I think that's WWE's mentality, and maybe that's why WWE didn't put the belt on Becky. But again, that's just me. I would have personally had Becky win, but clearly this feud is going to continue. So we're going to be getting more matches out of both women. But nonetheless, not a bad match. For a match that hasn't even piqued my interest at all. This match has not even at all piqued my interest whatsoever. This match was not bad. This match was not bad whatsoever. I got to get my SummerSlam tickets. I want to do something special. I want to do a podcast in the parking lot of MetLife Stadium. I hope to God WWE books Prudential Center for Raw and SmackDown. They have to. They have to. Bro, it's a 2-night event. And I saw the seating chart for SummerSlam. This is the crazy thing. For SummerSlam, normally when they go to these stadium shows, that is not WrestleMania. Oh my God. I actually just passed by MetLife Stadium today. All right, let me do this tweet real quick. They're showing a young Randy Orton versus a young John Cena. But we're not going to call this young John Cena. We're going to call this guy the Prototype. Because John Cena, of course, if you guys don't know, when he was in OEW, he was called the Prototype. And they're showing a match from 2017. So our next match is going to be Dominic, my boy. Dominic Mysterio taking on Penta El Cero Miedo. Or Pentagon, whatever you guys want to call it. A lot of people are questioning as to why we didn't get like a Jake, not a Jake Paul. What the fuck am I talking about? A Jey Uso versus Logan Paul match at Backlash tonight. From what it looks like, they're saving that match for Saturday night's main event, which I believe, if I can get my, hold on a second. When is Saturday night's main event? Jesus Christ. Saturday night's main event. Jesus Christ. So Saturday night's main event is going to be taking place, I believe, next Saturday. Which unfortunately, May 24th. No, it's gonna be taking place in 2 weeks. It's gonna be taking place the day before Double or Nothing. So we're probably gonna be doing a double stream by then as well. And most likely, I'm probably gonna push back the Wrestle Havoc podcast, maybe from what it looks like, to the morning. So I'm gonna do 3 live streams. So I'm gonna be doing a Saturday night's main event live stream, a live reactions, and of course I'm gonna be doing the Wrestle Havoc podcast first. And then later in the day, I'm probably going to be doing a Double or Nothing stream because, again, it has to be that way. But yeah, our next match is going to be Dominic Mysterio taking on Penta. And then we got Gunther versus Pat McAfee. And then we got John Cena versus Randy Orton. Again, a 5-match card. It's not bad. It's going to fly through quickly. Fortunately, I finished my coffee. I've been saying coffee. Coffee. I gotta be careful, bro. I'm wearing a white shirt and like I hate, whenever you're eating something and like you have like a good time eating something, and then you end up getting a stain while you're wearing a white shirt. It freaking sucks. If you guys don't know, it's right here, Kenneth Cole. It's such a good brand. I love Kenneth Cole. I love that brand. Dominic is, I believe, making his entrance. No, Penta's making his entrance first. Penta is coming out. Bro, this match is going to be a banger. I ain't going to lie. This match is going to be really good. Cero miedo, ánimo. Penta's coming out. There's no way Dominic is dropping the Intercontinental title. No way. No chance in hell that he's dropping that title. Nada. None. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Hey, my boy. Dominic is coming out. My boy Dominic. My boy Dominic is coming out. Dirty Dom. Dirty Dom. Yeah. Hold on. It's all right. I fixed my hair. All right. We got Penta versus Dominic. That is the next match on this Backlash card. Let's hope that my boy Dominic wins this match. Let me play that again. My boy who's winning at life, Dominic Mysterio. All right. Let's see how this match goes. We got a drop kick by Penta. We got a Hurricane Rana by Penta. Huracan Rana. Damn. Got kicked. Dominic got kicked in the face. Backstabber by Penta. Is the crowd singing Dirty Dom? Dirty, Dirty Dom. Dirty, Dirty Dom. Dude, Dominic is getting pops, man. So, wait, yo, Dominic just hit a tope. He hits a tope and then goes straight for a tornado DDT. That shit was fire. Damn. Okay. Okay. That was fire. That was fire, man. I ain't gonna lie. That was dope. Dirty, Dirty Dom. Dirty, Dirty Dom. Dirty, Dirty Dom. Dude, Dominic went from being the biggest heel in Dominic went from being the biggest heel in the whole entire business to being literally the biggest babyface. And the guy is still a heel. Everywhere he goes, ever since winning that Intercontinental title, this guy has been getting monster reactions. It's crazy. He has been getting monster reactions from the crowd. Yo, Dominic's the man, bro. Dominic is the man. Dirty, dirty Dom. Everybody's singing dirty, dirty Dom. Dirty, dirty Dom. Dirty, dirty Dom. Dirty, dirty Dom. Sling Blade by Penta. Sling Blade by Penta. Penta's going to the top rope. Penta's going to the top rope. Oh no, he's on the top of the post. And he hits a cross body on the outside on Dominic. He hits a cross body on the outside of Dominic. Cero miedo. Oh, Dominic is now going for the three amigos. Dominic is now going for them three amigos. Oh, nah. Never mind, bro. 6-1. Yo, this guy was about to hit the 619 and everybody in the crowd just stood up. Everybody in the crowd just stood up. That was crazy, man. Every time Dominic does something like whenever he does like a three amigos or sets up something like a 619, I swear on my mother's life, the crowd just gets up. That's how much the crowd loves Dominic, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy how we've come from everybody booing the hell out of Dominic to everybody now loving Dominic. Now, every time when Dominic is going to cut a promo, bro, everybody starts cheering this motherfucker. Everybody starts cheering this poor dude. Poor dude. What am I talking about? Poor dude. This guy's living life. What am I talking about? So Dominic just hit the oblivion, man. Dominic just hit the oblivion. Penta's going to the top. It's going to go for the... Oh! Canadian Destroyer on the apron. That shit's fire. Okay. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Carlito. I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool. Bro, he'd be spitting the apple on anybody. Oh, shit. Finn Balor's coming in now. Finn Balor's coming in. Now JD McDonough. So many JDs. Not only in the wrestling space, but in the world. So many JDs. Finn now has the chair. Now the referee catches Finn Balor. Oh my God. Oh my God. The crowd, man. The crowd. So J.D. McDonough, Carlito, and Finn Balor, all three of them came in. The referee caught Finn Balor holding the chair. And then the referee does this, you know how normally like he kicks like whoever's out there whenever he sees another wrestler interfering in the match. Oh! Penta hit a senton. Penta hit a senton. But back to what I was saying. Hold on, wait. So back to what I was saying. You know how the referee tends to kick out people who interfere in the matches? So it was three men, Carlito, Finn Balor, and JD McDonough. So the referee points at Finn Balor. Then he points at JD McDonough. And every time, and then he points at Carlito. Every time the referee points at a certain wrestler to kick them out, bro, the crowd is like, you. Oh shit, El Grande Americano just came in. Dominic is going to the top rope. Frog splash! Hey! El Grande Americano just cost Penta the match. El Grande Americano just cost Penta the match. And my boy, Dominic Mysterio, is still the Intercontinental Champion. And El Grande Americano, I could care less, came in and cost Penta the match. I'm kidding. El Grande Americano is hilarious. Now, was this a classic match? No, it wasn't. But really, the main story for this whole match, you really got to be honest, man. You really have to look at it. The main story of this whole match between Dominic and Penta was the crowd. That was, if you think about it, that was the real story. The real story behind this Dominic match was the crowd. Every time Dominic does something, the crowd pops. This guy, I'm telling you, this guy went from being the biggest heel in the business. This guy went from being the biggest heel in the business to now being the biggest babyface in the entire business. I don't give a shit what anybody says. And the guy is still a heel. The guy is still a heel. And the crowd reactions that this guy's been getting has been insane. I'm telling y'all, the crowd loves Dominic. The crowd loves Dominic, man. The crowd loves Dominic. Dominic has been one of the highlights of WWE this year, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Dominic has been fantastic. And Dominic, my boy, is living life. This guy got the Intercontinental title. He's got Liv Morgan. Bruh, come on, man. Come on. But Dominic Mysterio, man, he is still your Intercontinental Champion. He is still your Intercontinental Champion, ladies and gentlemen. For anybody that has just joined the stream, we are doing a watch-along of WWE Backlash. Hold on. There's some sort of ad happening. But before we get into all this craziness, please make sure to like and subscribe to the Wrestle Havoc channel right here on YouTube, in which we discuss everything in and outside of the squared circle. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content. And, as the friggin' referee would say, ring that damn bell for more notifications. And also be on the lookout tomorrow for the Wrestle Havoc podcast. We're going to be going live tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on the Wrestle Havoc channel, on the channel that you guys are on as of right now, but also on the WNN World News Network Facebook page and YouTube channel as well. So we're going to be simulcasting the Wrestle Havoc podcast. So we're doing big things this year. We're doing big things. But yeah, man, Dominic and Penta was not a bad match. It was not a bad match whatsoever. WWE is now promoting UFC 315, which is actually taking place tonight at 10 p.m. So any of you guys that are watching UFC 315 is going to be taking place tonight at 10 p.m. on ESPN+. We got AJ Styles taking on Finn Balor. Two former leaders of the Bullet Club will be facing off this coming Monday night on Raw. CM Punk is going to be live this coming Monday on Raw as well. Oh, they're announcing matches for Saturday night's main event. All right, we got Logan Paul versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship on NBC on Saturday night's main event. That's going to take place in 2 weeks. They've officially announced it, which makes more sense because they're trying to stack up Saturday night's main event because it's going to happen quarterly. Now they're showing a flashback of Saturday night's main event. So I'm definitely going to be live streaming that show as well. I'm 100% going to be live streaming. It's going to be just like this week, or just like this weekend. We had a live stream last night. We had a live stream tonight, and we're going to have a live stream tomorrow. We're going to do the same in 2 weeks. So we're going to have, of course, probably a predictions video for Double or Nothing. Then we're going to do a live stream for Saturday night's main event. And then we are going to be doing a live stream for Double or Nothing. So as of right now, they're talking about John Cena versus Randy Orton. They have a whole Karate Kid fan section. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, because Karate Kid Legends is coming out. All right, we got Gunther versus Pat McAfee. That match is up next, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, let me fix something. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 na, 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 na. Yes, I wanna make it. $1 million baby. Hell nah. But my city is open now. Tomorrow's Mother's Day, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. So happy Mother's Day for you all. All right, Pat McAfee's coming out. Pat McAfee's on his way to the ring as we speak. Damn. Michael Cole took off his blazer. You know damn well he's going to be going crazy for this match. Michael Cole is going crazy right now for Pat McAfee. Absolutely crazy. Gunther's coming out. All right. Who you guys got for Pat McAfee versus Gunther? Who y'all got? Gunther. Michael Cole's like, come on, Pat. Come on, Pat. Come on, Pat. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, let's see what's going to happen. We're in the fourth match. After this match, it's John Cena versus Randy Orton. Jesus Christ. Damn. Pat's got some moves. I mean, we've seen him before, though. He was wrestling a couple matches in NXT. Of course, he wrestled. Didn't he wrestle Austin Theory at WrestleMania a couple years ago as well? Came out to Seven Nation Army, bro. That shit was badass. And he took a stunner by Austin. Oh my God, Pat's going for those right hands. Ah, the chop. The chop. You know, I'm one of those people that genuinely believes that Ospreay is the best in-ring wrestler in the world. But if there's somebody that can really rival Will Ospreay, it's 100%. It's Gunther. It's 100. Like, if you think Gunther is the best in-ring performer in the world, I do not blame you if you think that. Sparked a lot of controversy this week. Will Ospreay's comments sparked a lot of controversy this week. And as of right now, Pat McAfee's going at it. Dude. Yo. Pat McAfee, man, he was going for them chops, and then Gunther hit him with one shot. Boom. You're done. You're done. Now he's smiling at Michael Cole. He's smiling at Michael Cole. Gunther's like just beating him down with these chops. He is whooping Pat McAfee's ass. As we speak, he's whooping Pat McAfee's ass. Chop, chop, chop. Chop, chop, chop. Michael Cole's like, just be done with it, guys. Just be done with it, Gunther. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Gunther's like, shut up. Gunther's like, get your ass out of here. Get your ass out of here. Oh, kick to the back of Gunther by Pat McAfee. Oh, shit. Dude, look at, Pat is getting red. Oh, the boot. Now, Gunther's asking Michael Cole, get your ass in the ring. Come on. Win the ring. Dude, Pat was fighting back with those chops. But bro, that boot was crazy. That boot was crazy. Oh, bitch slap. Bruh, Gunther went for the bitch. Oh, man, German. Here we go. Dude, Pat is all red on the chest. This guy's like all red on the chest, man. It's crazy. All red on the chest. What do you want? Oh, my God, bro. I keep getting these ridiculous notifications, man. It's insane. Oh, now he's applying the sleeper. He is applying the sleeper on Pat. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. Ah, German. Dude, Gunther's laughing his ass. I was like, ha ha ha. Dude, I love how we all love. I like the fact that we all love Michael Cole now, man. We all love Michael Cole. We used to hate that guy. We used to hate Michael Cole. Remember that? Michael Cole is now like, dude, Michael Cole's awesome. Oh, now he's taking Pat McAfee to the top rope. Back elbows by Pat. What is Pat gonna do? Oh! Moonsault. Oh, shit. Lands on his feet. Oh! Oh! Dude, he's hitting. Yo, he's going for them kicks. Dude, the chest is so red. Oh my God, a kick out. Oh shit. Damn it. Oh my God, these ads, bruh. Oh, Michael Cole's coming in. Michael Cole's coming in. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. Dude, watch Michael Cole fight. Oh, no, man, no. Dude, he's toying with Michael Cole. Oh, no. Is he gonna? No, he's not gonna. Oh, he hit him with the boot. Pat hit him with the boot. Oh man, no, but Gunther hit him with the boot back. Oh shit. Dude, that's crazy, man. Did Michael Cole just? He grabbed the boot of Gunther. Oh, sleeper. Sleeper. Oh my God. Uh He could easily get his hand on the rope. Come on, man. You're right there. Oh, nah, you're screwed. You're fucked. Oh, Pat is still alive. Pat is still alive. Oh, shit. Oh, it's over. Shit, it's over. As expected. It's over. It is over. Gunther won the match. Gunther won the match, as expected. Oh, no. Michael Cole's back in the ring. Now Gunther's laughing, bro. Dude, look at the chest of Pat McAfee, bro. It's like all red after those chops. Dude, watch. Dude, I swear, Gunther's gonna hit him, bro. Gunther just showed respect to Pat McAfee. Dude, these freaking notifications are driving me freaking crazy. Dude, you had Gunther apply the submission, and then Michael Cole was just like, yeah, that was Michael Cole being involved in this match. I mean, you kind of knew it was going to happen. But I mean, dude, you had Gunther hit a suplex. You had Gunther hit a suplex, and Michael Cole grabbed his boot. That shit was crazy. Let me fix something over here because there's something wrong over here. Eject. That was not a bad match, though. It was not a bad match. But yeah, man. We had Gunther versus Pat McAfee. It was not a bad match at all. It was a really good match. A really, really, really good match. I will say that. Not a bad match whatsoever, man. The story behind it, everything about it was great. The crowd was 100% behind Pat McAfee. Everything about it was fantastic. So I'm looking on Twitter right now, according to PW Insider, Drew McIntyre is currently being checked out by WWE Medical. McIntyre's head missed the table during the big South of Heaven spot with Damian Priest and hit the floor hard. McIntyre currently is being evaluated. Hopefully McIntyre is all right. Hopefully McIntyre is all right. Jesus Christ, bro, who the fuck is racing outside, bro? It's crazy, man. Dude, the beating that Pat McAfee took from Gunther was crazy. The beating that this guy took from Gunther, man, like you can see it in his chest. You can literally see it in his chest. The beating that this guy took from Gunther was crazy. I mean, if you are in a match with Gunther, of course you're going to get hit with a bunch of chops. But you know damn well you had a match with Gunther when you have those red marks on your chest. And they showed on Pat McAfee. Dude, his whole chest was red. Bleeding, getting into his shoulders, his whole shoulders was red. Even to his back, it was crazy. Those chops were insane. But that one spot, man, that one spot where both men were hitting each other with chops, and Pat was actually hitting chops on Gunther, only for Gunther to hit that boot spot was insane as well. And I loved the involvement of Michael Cole. Fantastic stuff. I've always said this. The hate on Pat McAfee is fake. Like, it's fake hatred that people have for Pat McAfee. If you guys are complaining about Pat McAfee, dude, I feel like you need to get checked out or get evaluated. Something's clearly wrong with you. Something is clearly wrong with you. I never understood the Pat McAfee hatred. Never understood the Pat McAfee hatred. I'm actually looking at this tweet right now. Pat McAfee getting beat like 2002 Spike Dudley. That is crazy. All right. We're about to start with John Cena versus Randy Orton. Well, we're not about to start, but they're giving like some sort of a tale of the tape. This match is going to be very interesting, man. I definitely assume we're probably going to be getting some shenanigans happening in this match. Do I think this match is going to be great? I mean, from a work rate standpoint, no, considering how old John Cena is. But I will say, man, 100%, I think this match is going to deliver. I don't think John Cena is going to beat Randy Orton clean. It would make no sense for John to beat Randy Orton clean, considering John Cena currently is a heel. But we'll see what happens, man. Are we going to be seeing Travis Scott? I assume we're probably going to be seeing Travis Scott. But if this match ends up being lackluster and the finish becomes lackluster, I'm probably going to start changing my perspective on John Cena's heel run so far. Because a lot of people are not enjoying John Cena's heel turn. They're not enjoying his heel run. And if you're not enjoying his heel run, I don't blame you. Because again, The Rock kind of fucked it all up. He literally thought about one thing and didn't think about the million other different possibilities. He thought him showing up at the Elimination Chamber and only at the Elimination Chamber was the right call, and that was really stupid. 100% pure stupidity on the Rock's point of view. Him saying, "Oh yeah, Ari Emanuel, you know, he called me because Elimination Chamber tickets were expensive. Or not expensive. The tickets were selling slowly." So I did it as a favor. And this guy literally had the idea. The Rock literally had the idea of turning Cody Rhodes heel. He literally thought that was a good idea now. The Rock has a track record of shitty ideas. Trust me. He has a track record of shitty ideas. First, he thought him main eventing WrestleMania against Roman last year at WrestleMania 40 in Philly was a better idea than Cody facing off against Roman, even though the story was already planted right over there. They've already built to the second match between Cody and Roman, only for The Rock to show up out of nowhere and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to come in and I'm going to take your spot." And then this year, we see a scenario in which The Rock wants Cody's soul. And then he has until the Elimination Chamber to give an answer. And we finally got the answer, and the answer was no. And then all of a sudden we had John Cena turn heel, and guess what happened? We had no explanation whatsoever as to why John Cena specifically joined up with The Rock. No explanation whatsoever. And then we come to find out, oh yeah, it was just me at the Elimination Chamber, and that's it. The fact that The Rock was not at WrestleMania was a travesty. 100% a travesty. I genuinely believe that there is a power struggle going on in the WWE. I genuinely believe that there's something going on between The Rock and Triple H. Clearly they have issues. Clearly. I felt like this was a scenario in which The Rock was like, "Oh, you fucked up my plans last year. I'm going to fuck up yours by not showing up." And Triple H had to work with what he had. And that's why we got the finish that we did at WrestleMania last month. Almost last month. Look, think about this. A lot of people are creating theories that this could possibly push Triple H out of the WWE. But I mean, we already know who's going to be running the creative ends of the WWE if Triple H eventually leaves. Like, you know, Triple H is not going to be there forever. We already know who's going to take over the creative ends. And you know who's going to be taking over the creative ends once Triple H leaves? The Rock and Brian Gewirtz. Brian Gewirtz is basically The Rock's right-hand man for everything. And he was a former writer for the WWE, so clearly we're probably going to be getting that. But today's not that day. We're going to be having many more years with Triple H. But clearly there's a lot of issues with The Rock and Triple H. I definitely do see that being the case. Now we got Randy Orton coming out. Randy Orton's coming out, and the crowd in St. Louis is singing his theme song. Randy Orton's coming out now. Dude, this show's going to end up most likely probably at like 10. 10. That's a pretty good ending for a PLE. Especially like a show like Backlash. It's a B-level show. It is a B-level show, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, the crowd is singing his theme song. Dude. You know what I like about wrestling crowds nowadays is that they sing. We don't just see this with Randy Orton. We literally see this with Cody Rhodes. Heck, we see this with Adam Copeland in AEW or Edge, whatever you like to call him. Whenever he comes out, the crowd sings Metalingus. Wrestling crowds, when it comes to singing theme songs, pure nostalgia. I love that. Bro, when WWE was airing that video package of CM Punk before he made his entrance, everybody in the crowd at WrestleMania in Las Vegas were singing Killswitch Engage's This Fire Burns. They were singing This Fire Burns by Killswitch Engage. That shit was fire. And the fact that we're singing voices in crowds, dude, amazing. Amazing stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it. They talk to me. They talk to me. They show me things I'll do to you. They talk to me. I taste blood that's shining. They talk to me. They talk to me. All right, John Cena's about to come out. Cena still hasn't made his entrance yet. You get nothing. You get nothing. Oh, now he's coming out. Oh, man. John Cena, John Cena, John Cena. John Cena, as we speak, is currently walking out to the ring. The US down. All right. We're about to get started. Why did my peacock just... oh, my God. My shit just froze. Bruh. Bro, my shit just froze, bro. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Oh my God. My computer literally just froze on me. Oh my God. Right when this match is about to start, bro. Fucking laptop. I gotta watch a freaking ad. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Bro, why the hell? There should be... oh my God, this is a joke. Bro, this is surreal to see. Looking at it, bro, this is surreal to see, man. The bell is ringing. All right. We're going to go to Headlock City, ladies and gentlemen. They're locking up like they always do. There's a poster in the crowd that says we are awful people. Clearly, this crowd is pro Randy, considering we are in St. Louis, Missouri. Bam, bam, bam. Oh! Oh! John Cena sucks. Randy Orton's in control at the moment. Look at John Cena's face, bro. He's like, bro, I really wish John Cena had newer attire, bro. Like, John Cena wearing his old attire as a heel, just to me, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't fit. I understand the whole point of the promo is you get nothing and they're trying to sell merch because it's his last year, but still, man. Like, come on. You need to bust out new attire. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he's wearing his regular babyface attire as a heel screams he's just playing a heel and he's not really acting like a heel. You know what that's what sucks about this. No new music, no nothing. But again, as he said in that first promo, you get nothing. That is the whole point. So I can't really complain. Oh man, Randy Orton with the headlock. Oh yeah, the headlock. Yeah. Headlock. We like the headlocks. All right, he went for the headlock takeover. Headlock City, guys. Headlock City. Oh my god, these fucking headlocks, bro. This is what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted Headlock City. You got Headlock City, bro. John Cena is now retreating to the outside. He's walking away. What the hell is this guy doing? He wants to get counted out. Okay. John Cena is going for those repeated right hands. Boom, boom, boom. Now Randy's reversing, and now he's going for those punches. Told you this match is not going to be that great. People are only watching this match for the nostalgia factor, and that's it. And that's what's grabbing the majority of the audience for this match, and rightfully so. I stated this yesterday. Don't expect a 5-star performance. But the crowd in St. Louis clearly loves this match. Randy with the uppercut. It's already dark out. It's already 9:20. Holy crap! Time flew by quick. Randy Orton's in control, guys. Randy Orton is in control. He's stomping on the foot of John Cena. He's stomping on the foot of John Cena. By God, what are you doing? Oh! Cena's applying a sleeper on Randy Orton as we speak. Samsarza's in the chat. What's up, man? Watching Randy Orton versus John Cena as we speak. Bro, both are like reversing sleepers as we right now. Dude, they keep on reversing each other with that. First it's Randy, then it's John, then it's Randy, then it's John. Oh! Slam by Randy. Takes down John Cena. Now Cena's going for them shoulder tackles. And then he goes for that slam. You know what is next. He's going to raise his hand up. And he's going to go for that 5-knuckle shuffle. Oh. I went for that 5-knuckle. All right, Cena picks up Randy. Randy escapes. Oh, now he's going for them clotheslines. Okay. Oh, power slam by Randy Orton. The crowd is loving it because it's Randy Orton, you know? But as a match, I mean, what else did you expect? That's the point I'm trying to get across. Now he's going to go for the DDT. No, but Cena rolls up. Randy kicks out. Now Cena's going for the STFU. He's applying the STFU as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. John Cena has the STFU applied. He has the STFU applied. Let's see, okay. Randy kicks John Cena over to the apron. What's going to happen then? Oh, no, he finally grabs Cena. Hits the DDT. The crowd in Las Vegas is very, like, they are loving Randy. They are loving Randy Orton. All right, look, he's setting up the RKO. Boom, nope, countered. Up, Cena's going for the AA, a.k.a. the FU. Did he just count? Wait, what the fuck? Did Randy just counter the FU, and yes, it's called the FU, into an RKO? Yo! That's crazy. That was dope. That was dope. That was a pretty dope spot, I'm not going to lie. I dug that spot. No cap. I like that spot. That's a very creative RKO, okay? That is a very, very, very creative RKO. Now, both men are exchanging strikes as we speak right now. Randy and Cena are going at it. By God, they're going at it. They're fighting it out. By God. Headbutt by Cena. Right hand by Orton. Cena with the right hand of his own. And then uppercut by Randy. Right hand by Cena. And then the... Oh, Cena picks him up. Oh, shit. AA. FU. FU. Oh, kick out. Kick out. John Cena has to win with some shenanigans. He has to win with some help. I do not see him winning this match clean. If he wins this match clean, what the hell was the point? That's just my opinion, though. Cena's getting those mixed reactions. The let's go Cena, Cena sucks chance, he's getting those mixed reactions. Cena picks up Orton again. Shoulder tackles by John Cena. Oh! Yo! Oh shit! Now now I gotta admit that was out of nowhere. That was out of nowhere. That was crazy. That woke me up. I almost fell asleep with this match. I almost fell asleep to this match. And that is not me being disrespectful. I just knew what to expect when it came to this match. Okay, I knew what to expect. And when he hit that RKO, I ain't gonna lie, that That was crazy. Cypher's in the chat. Hi, bro. Hello. Can't you read mine? What happened? Randy just hit an RKO and he's about to... Oh, no. He missed the kick. Oh, now Cena hit. Oh, he picked up Orton with the FU. Oh, kick out. Okay. Kick out. As we speak, kick out. So, John Cena and Randy Orton is happening as we speak right now. John Cena and Randy Orton is happening. Cypher's in the chat. Bro! Yeah. John Cena and Randy Orton is happening. And if you came into the stream and you heard me scream, that was because Randy Orton hit a random ass RKO out of nowhere. But it was clean as fuck. it was clean as fuck. So then Cena hit the FU, and then what happened was, he went for the cover, and then Randy kicked out. Oh, and by the way, if you don't know, John Cena is a heel in this match. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Randy tried to hit him with the kick. Oh, John Cena tried to go for the punt. Oh, no, Randy counters the arc. Oh, man. Okay, so John Cena tried to go for the punt. He tried to go for the Randy Orton kick. But what happens is Randy escapes, and then he tries to hit the RKO, but then by accident, John Cena pushes Randy Orton and hits the referee. So he hits the referee. And what happens is then John Cena goes for the FU, and then he hits the FU, but the referee's down. So now John Cena is finding an opening. He's looking for an opening as we speak. What the hell is John Cena doing? What in the hell is John Cena doing? Oh, Cypher on the chat. What's your prediction, bro? My prediction is John Cena's going to win via shenanigans. He's going to retain. There's no way that he's going to drop the title tonight. He just won it. There's no way they're going to have him drop the title tonight. It'd make no sense. He's going to win the match. It's just how he's going to win. I mean, we all know he's probably going to cheat, but is Travis Scott going to help him? I don't know. Oh! He grabbed the belt. And then, oh, shit. 1, 2, oh! Kick out. Okay. It's like every time Randy hits the RKO, man, it always happens out of nowhere. Like, that is not just a catchphrase. It is legitimately true. Like, it legitimately happens out of nowhere. It's crazy. And Randy's like, fuck my back. Randy's like, damn, my back, I'm getting old. So what is Randy doing now? John Cena and Randy are on the outside. Oh, Randy's going to hit the kick. Oh, no, wait, no. It looked like he was going to set up the kick. Never mind. He's actually exposing the announce table. As usual, everybody does that shit. If you're a wrestler, come on. It's like common knowledge. Everybody does that shit. It looked like he was going to go for the punt kick. But nah. It was crazy. John Cena was going to go for that punt kick. Oh, no. Cena just took out Randy from behind and knocked out the referee again. He knocked out the referee again. Oh, now he hit him on the post. But yeah, man, when Cena hit that punt kick, you can tell, like, Cena was like, bro, this is for revenge for my dad, bitch. Because you guys don't remember back in, like, 2007, Randy Orton always attacked John Cena's dad. Whenever he was in the front row. You remember that shit? John Cena's father always got beat up. He got slapped by Edge. Remember that? Remember when he got slapped by Edge? And he got beat up multiple times by Randy Orton. He got beat up numerous times by Randy Orton. That shit was funny. But now John Cena's, as we speak, right now, John Cena's looking at the announce table. He's looking at the announce table. And he's figuring out what to do. Now he's picking up Randy Orton for the AA on the table, but we don't know if he's gonna hit it. Oh wait, no, Randy escaped. What the fuck is Randy Orton doing? Bruh! This guy, Randy went for the AA on the table. Randy Orton hit the fucking FU. He hit the freaking FU on the table. That is crazy. When did we ever see Randy Orton hit the AA? Never. Never. And the whole announce table broke. It's the newer announce table, so it breaks differently. And Randy's like, what the fuck is this? What is this LED shit? LEDs everywhere. LEDs everywhere, man. What the hell is Randy doing now? Okay, now Randy's bumping the head of John Cena on the top of the announce table. The referee is down for the second time, by the way. The referee is down for the second time. What is Randy grab? Randy's grabbing an actual table. He is grabbing an actual table. So John Cena's back up. Now he's picking up Randy Orton again. Oh, shit. Bro, he's going to go for the FU again. This guy is what? What? Yo. This guy just hit the FU. And again, I will call it the FU. Not the AA. It's the FU on John Cena through that table. That shit was crazy. Bro, and Randy did that shit with swagger too. He did that shit with swagger. Like, he had no fear. He was like, yeah, I hit the FU on John Cena. And then this guy started to drink Prime. That is insane. The referee is still down though. So from what it looks like, there's probably going to be some interference happening. I predict that there's going to be some sort of interference. I just don't know what. Randy Orton is in the ring with John Cena right now. But since the referee is down, clearly John Cena somehow or some way is going to regain the advantage. Oh, he's going to go for the RKO. RKO. Oh, shit. RKO. Oh, referee's coming. Referee's running. Kick out. Kick out. Kick out. Yep. Cena kicked out. Now Randy's pissed. Randy is pissed. Oh, shit. John Cena has the belt. John Cena has the belt. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Bro, he hits the referee again. Oh, my God. This is the... Oh! RKO again, bro. Bro. This is the third time a referee got taken out. The first referee got taken out twice. What the fuck? What is Nick Aldis doing? Nick Aldis trying to wake up the referee? What the hell is going... Bro, you got everybody coming in the ring. You got everybody coming in the ring. Like, what the hell is going on? Oh, yeah, because Randy Orton RKO'd Nick Aldis before WrestleMania. I remember that. Because he was originally supposed to wrestle Kevin Owens. It was an accident. Yeah, it was an accident. Oh shit, Randy Orton's gonna RKO the shit out of Nick Aldis. Watch. He's gonna RKO Nick Aldis again. Watch. Oh! Oh! What the fuck is going on? Yo! Bro, everybody's getting hit with an RKO. I was like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Oh my God. That shit was so good. That was very good. I like that. That was fantastic. That was fantastic. And Cena's still down. John Cena's still down. He mad. He mad. Oh, he's about to go for that kick. He's about to go for that kick. Break his neck. Break his neck. He's about to go for that kick. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh shit. R-Truth. What is you doing here? What the fuck is R-Truth doing here? R-Truth, man. R-Truth got hit with... Oh. Oh. R-Truth really cost Randy Orton the title. Oh my God. R-Truth. Are you serious? Yeah, this is how John Cena is going to win. No nothing, no Travis Scott. We're going to have R-Truth cost him the title. It's over. It's over. It's over. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, John Cena retains. John Cena retains, guys. He retains by hitting Randy with the low blow and hitting him with the belt. But the catalyst to all of that was R-Truth. R-Truth basically cost Randy Orton the match. That is basically what happened in hindsight. Hindsight is 2020. If you want to give basically a little summary of this whole match, R-Truth cost Randy Orton the match. That is the cliff notes of this match. R-Truth cost Randy Orton the match. That was the bet. Now, the rumor is that we're probably going to be getting John Cena versus R-Truth that Saturday night's main event, which I don't know, man. I mean, on one hand, it's funny, but at the same time, I mean, like that's what you got for John Cena on Saturday night's main event, R-Truth. I understand, like, R-Truth has that whole dumbass gimmick of him, like, saying, oh, he's John Cena's best friend. I get it. But also, I mean, he did have a feud with John Cena back in, like, what was it, 2011? When R-Truth was a legit heel. I don't know. But I'll talk about it after the show's over. But basically, hindsight is 2020. R-Truth basically cost Randy Orton the match. That's the whole gist of everything. He cost Randy Orton the match. But that whole RKO spot where basically Randy just RKO'd everybody. That was fantastic stuff. I loved that. When R-Truth came in, I was like, oh my God, R-Truth. I don't know, man. I don't know about that finish. A very questionable finish, in my opinion. On one hand, I get it because it's R-Truth and like his whole character is him being dumb and him being, oh, I was best friends with John Cena. But at the same time, I mean, like, you know, everybody's watching this match for a nostalgia factor, and then you bring in R-Truth and he costs us basically Randy Orton the match. That's exactly what happens. On one hand, I understand why they brought out R-Truth, but at the same time, in a serious scenario, you don't really need this. You don't really need... Oh, shit. John Cena got the mic. John Cena got the mic, guys. I don't need music, John Cena says. He says what he needs is competition. And he don't need us. That's what John Cena says. Yo, he's bringing out that Doctor of Thugonomics accent, which I dig. No Cody, no nothing. Nah, we're probably not going to get Cody Rhodes. That sucks. But it is what it is. Show's over, guys. The show's over. Okay. Let me tweet this out. Hold on a second. Okay. Let me just get this tweet out. Oh, how was Backlash as a show, man? I'm very curious to see people's reactions on social media. This was a much better main event. Oh yeah, 100%. This was a much better main event than night two. Than Cody versus. This was 10 times better than Cody versus Cena. 100%. It was a mess. I mean, that's how they intended it. It was overbooked like crazy. I mean, Randy Orton versus John Cena. I mean, in the beginning, I was a little afraid because the match started off really, really, really slow. But then once the action started to spiel to the outside, that's when I started to get more invested in the match. And like, I had low expectations for the match. I really did. I had low expectations for the match. And it was overbooked like crazy. I still think R-Truth essentially costing Randy Orton the match was kind of stupid. But I understand why they did it. The RKO spots. I mean, bro, we had a bunch of RKOs in this match. A lot of those RKO spots were insane. Especially the one where he basically like took out Nick Aldis and all the rest of those producers. Bro, that was fantastic stuff. But John Cena is still the champion as expected. He's still the champion as expected. I'm looking at most of these reactions. Hold on. All right, hold on. I'm just looking at these reactions. This show was not bad. This show was not bad. All right. Hold on. So number one, I want to thank you guys, whoever joined the stream. I want to thank you guys for joining me with this stream. We're going to be doing this for every major pay-per-view for both WWE and AEW. Also, before we continue on, we're going to do a quick recap of Backlash, and then we're going to get out of here. Before we get into the rest of the show, the quick recap, please make sure to like and subscribe to the Wrestle Havoc channel right here on YouTube, in which we discuss everything in and outside of the squared circle. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content. And as the Friggin' Referee would say, ring that damn bell for more notifications. Also, quick note, tomorrow we have the Wrestle Havoc podcast, episode 3 of the Wrestle Havoc podcast. It will be taking place tomorrow night at 8 p.m. So be on the lookout for that show tomorrow. I will be live right here on YouTube on the Wrestle Havoc channel, but also on the WNN Facebook page and YouTube channel as well. So be on the lookout for these videos, or the podcast tomorrow night, I should say. It's going to be live on YouTube. But yeah, let's do a quick recap of Backlash. Overall thoughts on the show. Backlash, I'm going to be honest, it was not that bad. It was not a bad show. I enjoyed the show. Look, again, and I talked about this last week. A lot of people complain about the fact that the match only has, or the show. A lot of people complain about the fact that the show only has 5 matches on the card. 5 matches is all you need. If you really think about it, 5 matches is all you need, because I'd rather have 5 matches on the card that have some sort of meaning than have 10 matches on the card with half of them not having any meaning at all. That's just my stance on it. The match quantity, no issue with that. I think 5 matches for a show like Backlash, which, by the way, is a B pay-per-view, is not bad whatsoever. Now, the matches themselves. First off, let's talk about that U.S. title 4-way. Of course, we had Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest versus LA Knight. This match is exactly what this match was supposed to be. It was basically straight action. All the wrestlers that were in this match got a chance to shine. And of course, the right man won, that being Jacob Fatu. But what's even more interesting was the way that Jacob Fatu won. And of course, it's continuing on the storyline between Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa, with all their tensions rising, because for the past couple of weeks on SmackDown, we have been seeing some sort of tension between both Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Now, what was the big deal about the finish of this match? Well, the big deal about this was the fact that Jeff Cobb was the one that helped Jacob Fatu retain the United States Championship. Jeff Cobb has been in the news for a while now. Of course, he reached free agent status. You can tell he was not going to sign with AEW, even though he made a couple of appearances in AEW. I don't think he was a guy like a guy like Jeff Cobb was not going to sign with AEW. 100% he wanted to sign with the WWE. And from what it looks like, he is now officially a part of Solo Sikoa's bloodline. Now, the way that they brought him out was fantastic. I thought it was great stuff. I popped like crazy. I marked out for Jeff Cobb. But what's even more interesting was the reaction of Jacob Fatu. The reaction that Jacob Fatu had when it came to Jeff Cobb was not a sign of relief in which, oh my God, you finally helped me. You helped me. Thank you so much. Jacob Fatu had the reaction of, who the fuck is this guy? That was Jacob Fatu's reaction, and it only furthers the story and the tension between Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu, because eventually these guys are going to have a match. I think it's going to be a case of Jacob Fatu eventually breaking away from the bloodline. Don't mark my words, Jacob Fatu is going to break away from the bloodline before the end of this year, and he's going to be on his own. And he's going to be very dominant. Now, look, he's already dominant with the way that WWE's booking him. He's already dominant with the way that WWE's booking him. But what I mean by that is, number one, he's currently a heel. But I mean, don't get it twisted, man. Jacob Fatu is going to be a fantastic babyface. He can be a really, really, really good babyface in the future. But the right man won. Some of the spots in this match, of course, the South of Heaven spot on Drew McIntyre through the table in the crowd. Arguably, probably the best spot on the entire match. Apparently, Drew McIntyre is getting checked out by medical as we speak. We still haven't gotten an update about that yet. But hopefully, Drew McIntyre is okay. But as of right now, Jacob Fatu got the win with the help of the debuting Jeff Cobb. And Jeff Cobb is officially a part of Solo Sikoa's bloodline. And Jacob Fatu is still the United States champion. 100% the right decision to make. Moving on, we got Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria. Another match that, well, not really another match. This was realistically, if you think about it, the only match that I wasn't really that excited about, considering I was very outspoken about this. I thought the way that they turned Becky Lynch heel the night after WrestleMania to me was just pure stupidity. Because how come, again, and I said this last night, and I said this earlier in the stream. How come you have somebody like Becky Lynch turn on Lyra Valkyria the night after WrestleMania? Not to mention, you bring back Becky Lynch. She is the mystery partner for Lyra Valkyria because they basically dumped Bayley in shitty fashion, I might add. She wasn't even injured at all. They just dumped Bayley for Becky Lynch, in my opinion, which was really dumb. And what happened was they won the women's tag titles, and then they drop them back to Raquel and Liv, who are the people that they just beat the night prior. You know what I'm saying? It was really dumb on WWE's end to do that. It was very reminiscent of very Vince McMahon-esque booking. But then after, Lyra got the pin, I believe it was Lyra Valkyria who got the pin on Monday's Raw, on that Monday, on the Raw after WrestleMania. Then, of course, that was where Becky Lynch turned heel. I would have done the angle at WrestleMania, but that is just me. But the match itself was really good. It was very competitive. The crowd was clearly into both women. Not to mention, I was actually very shocked that they actually had Lyra Valkyria retain the Women's Intercontinental Championship, because I was very outspoken about the direction of the Women's Intercontinental Championship. If you really think about it, all of the women's mid-card titles and the women's tag titles, both the women's US and Intercontinental and the women's tag titles, are practically useless. They serve no purpose because WWE just doesn't, they don't really care about those titles. Even though they will tell you that they care, realistically, they don't care. They don't care about the direction of those titles. Now, one thing I will say, I was shocked that Lyra Valkyria actually retained. But knowing what we saw with that angle in the end, with Becky Lynch applying the disarmer and attacking Lyra Valkyria after the match, clearly we're going to be seeing more matches out of both women. And it's clearly going to be centered around the Women's Intercontinental Championship. So, on one hand, I didn't understand as to why Lyra retained. But at the same time, we're going to be getting more matches, and this is going to be a full-fledged feud between both Lyra and Becky Lynch, and clearly it's going to be centered around the Intercontinental Championship, and if you really want the Intercontinental Championship to mean something, I think a feud like that could definitely work and make the title even more important. So that's just my opinion on the matter, but as of right now, Lyra Valkyria is still the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and the match was not bad at all. Moving on, Dominic. My boy Dominic. Let me actually, hold on. It's going to be a gimmick on this show. Dominic, my boy, the Intercontinental Champion, Dominic Mysterio, of course, faced off against Penta. And I went a little bit overboard in my prediction stream, talking about how this is going to be a great Lucha Libre match, blah, blah, blah. Now, it wasn't really like that. The main star of this match was Dominic, but really the main highlight for this match was the crowd itself. Ever since Dominic won the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania, the crowd have been going crazy for Dominic. They have been going crazy for a guy like Dominic. Why do I say that? Every time Dominic does a certain move, whether that is the Three Amigos or he's about to speak on the microphone, normally the fans would boo. And he's been playing that gimmick for like the past 3 years, ever since he joined the Judgment Day back in 2022. But think about this. He would hit in this match, he was about to hit the move, he was about to hit a 619. And the crowd immediately stood up as soon as he was about to hit the 619. I'm telling y'all right now, Dominic Mysterio has the crowd by the balls. He has the crowd by the balls. I'm being brutally honest, man. He has the crowd by the balls. Dominic is the man. And him retaining the Intercontinental title was great. Not to mention the interference. Now, we kind of knew that there was going to be some sort of interference. Of course, we'll get to El Grande Americano later, but there was going to be 100% some interference with the Judgment Day, that being Finn Balor, Carlito, and JD McDonough. But the thing about that is normally when there's interference in a match, and I talked about this while the match was going on, normally when there's interference in a match and the referee catches whoever has some sort of weapon or whoever is about to interfere in the match, the referee, of course, Wrestling 101, of course, kicks out the person, points at them, and then kicks them out, saying, "Get out of here." Bro, the way that the referee kicked out all 3 men of the Judgment Day was fantastic. He basically pointed at, I can't remember the order, but he pointed at Finn Balor, and he was screaming, "You," and the crowd was going, "You." So he pointed at Finn Balor, the crowd was going, "You." And then he pointed at JD McDonough, the crowd was like, "You." And then after that, he pointed at Carlito, and then the crowd was like, "You." And then the referee did his thing. He was like, "Get out of here." And the crowd was like, "Get out of here." Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. The crowd was definitely 100% invested in this match. Not to mention, again, the crowd and Dominic. Realistically, Dominic was the star of this match. Every single segment from now on, and I think I've said this on my WrestleMania stream as well, every single segment that Dominic is going to be on is going to be golden. Every single segment that Dominic is going to be in, every single match, every single maneuver that Dominic is going to be in, he's going to have the crowd by the balls because the crowd is going to react in some sort of way. And it's going to be in a positive direction. Dominic went from being the most hated heel in the entire business, not just the WWE, in the entire business, ever since turning on his father, to now being one of the most beloved wrestlers, not just on the WWE roster, but on the entire industry. He's that damn good. He's that damn good. He went from being the biggest heel in the business to now being the biggest babyface in the business, and he's still a heel. Dominic is still a heel, and he's the biggest babyface in the entire industry as we speak. The pops that Dominic gets is insane. He gets insane pops from the crowd. From the moment he touches a microphone, back in the day, it used to be Dominic grabs the microphone, they don't even let him speak, and the boos were loud. The boos were loud. Now every time when he grabs the microphone, the crowd starts to cheer. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff. But Dominic retains. Moving on. Gunther versus Pat McAfee. Gunther versus Pat McAfee was a really fun match. A really fun match. 100% a really, really, really fun match. Why was it a fun match? Because it was involving Gunther and it was involving Pat McAfee. That's why it was a fun match. I knew coming in what Pat McAfee was capable of. Apparently, some people on social media did not know what Pat McAfee was capable of. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. Did you not see his work in NXT? Did you not see his work in the ring, even on the main roster? I've always said this. The Pat McAfee hatred has and always will be fake. Fake outrage by a lot of fans. Now I will say, and I said this last night on the stream as well, Gunther going from becoming the world heavyweight champion from defending the world title at WrestleMania to the next pay-per-view facing off a bit against Pat McAfee, it does seem like a downgrade. It really does seem like a downgrade. I'm not disputing that. But you have to admit, the way WWE built this match was pure perfection. They built this match up really well. From the moment Gunther put his hands on Michael Cole, Pat McAfee went to bat for Michael Cole and tried to protect him. And then in return, well, not in return, but Gunther, in retaliation, beats the living piss out of Pat McAfee. And then the next week, Pat McAfee cuts this amazing promo. He cuts this amazing, passionate promo. Bro, you can tell Pat McAfee loves the business. You can tell Pat McAfee loves the business. He loves pro wrestling. He loves pro wrestling. You can tell by the way that he speaks, he loves pro wrestling. He loves the industry that he is in. And we saw that with the promo that he cut on Raw when he was standing on top of the announce table. We saw that on that episode of Raw when he cut that fantastic promo on Gunther. And then, of course, on the go-home Raw before Backlash, both men had a face-off. And Gunther cut a really passionate promo as well. Gunther is really good with promos as well. Gunther, I've always said this, Will Ospreay is by far the best in-ring wrestler in the world. But if you believe that Gunther is by far the best in-ring talent in the world as well, or not as well, but if you think Gunther is the best in-ring wrestler in the world, I will not dispute that. Because Gunther can make anybody look good. He can carry an inexperienced wrestler and still make that inexperienced wrestler look good. That's how good Gunther is in the ring. And Pat McAfee, he made Pat McAfee look like $1 million. He 100% made Pat McAfee look like $1 million. Did you see those chops that Pat McAfee took from Gunther? Those chops were insane. Insane chops. Chumps. Insane chops. Insane chops by Gunther. Really. Fantastic stuff. Did you see his chest? His chest was full of red marks. Pat McAfee, of course, tried to chop back at Gunther. The involvement of Michael Cole was fantastic. And you want to know why the involvement of Michael Cole was fantastic? It's because of the fact that the chemistry that Michael Cole has with Pat McAfee is real. It's real chemistry that they have. That's what made this whole angle or this whole match great. It's the chemistry that Michael Cole had with Pat McAfee. I've always said this on the commentary team. Pat McAfee makes Michael Cole 10 times better than he already is. And Michael Cole makes Pat McAfee 10 times better than he already is. Both Michael Cole and Pat McAfee elevate each other on the commentary team. I've always said this. We went from hating Michael Cole back during the days of Vince McMahon. Think about this. Michael Cole, now in 2025, and it's been that way for a couple years now, realistically, ever since Triple H took over creative, ever since Triple H took over the book, Michael Cole has been a very beloved figure. But it wasn't always that way. It wasn't always that way. Think about this. Michael Cole, back during the days of Vince McMahon, used to be hated by a lot of fans, including myself. I was not the biggest Michael Cole fan, trust me. I used to hate listening to Michael Cole. But you got to be honest. A lot of that criticism shouldn't extend towards Michael Cole. Why? Why would I say that? You want to know why? It's because a lot of the stuff that Michael Cole was saying in years prior was coming out of the mouth of Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon, or I should say Michael Cole, was doing what Vince McMahon told him to do. Triple H just lets Michael Cole be Michael Cole. And with Michael Cole being Michael Cole, that's where the greatness comes out. And his chemistry with Pat McAfee is just fantastic. Fantastic stuff. This match was off the charts. It was a really, really, really good match on all levels. I really enjoyed this match for what it was. Now, where does Gunther go from here? I have no idea. I mean, there's rumors that the draft is possibly going to happen. We do not know an official date, but there's rumors that a draft could possibly happen. Could we see a scenario in which Gunther gets drafted to SmackDown? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. But that is only if a draft actually happens. But, I mean, where does Gunther go from here? We're going to have to wait and see. Moving on. We got the main event. John Cena. John Cena versus Randy Orton. Let's talk about this match, man. Let's talk about John Cena versus Randy Orton. John Cena versus Randy Orton was a match I wasn't really that excited about. I'm going to be real honest with you guys. And I said this last night on the stream as well. And for you younger wrestling fans, you probably don't understand what I'm talking about, but John Cena versus Randy Orton was a feud that a lot of wrestling fans hated. Fans my age, we didn't like that feud. Why? It's because we saw it all the freaking time. How many John Cena versus Randy Orton matches have we seen? How many John Cena versus Randy Ortons have we seen? Since they had like their first official feud back in 2007? A lot. They had their feud in 2007, and then John Cena went down with his injury, and then he came back at the Royal Rumble. He somewhat feuded with Randy Orton, but also Triple H was involved. And then, of course, they feuded in 2009. Then they feuded back in 2013. Dude, how many John Cena versus Randy Orton matches have we seen? But them booking this match, I had no problem with. I had no problem with WWE booking John Cena versus Randy Orton. Because number one, once WWE announced St. Louis, you already knew what match they were going to be booking. They were going to be booking John Cena versus Randy Orton. They were going to be booking John Cena versus Randy Orton. So you already knew. This match was pure nostalgia. That's what it was. It's dubbed one last time. Why do you think that is? It's pure nostalgia. And there's nothing wrong with nostalgia. All three major promotions in the United States do nostalgia. They always rely on nostalgia. WWE, especially now, is relying heavily on nostalgia. Look at who's on their roster. CM Punk is on their roster. John Cena's on their roster. Randy Orton's on their roster. I mean, for God's sakes, John Cena's the world champion. TNA, I mean, the Hardys, for God's sakes, were their tag team champions. Look at AEW. AEW definitely 100% relies on nostalgia as well. Look at the amount of talent that they would sign that are former legends. I mean, for God's sake, they just brought in Rhino. You know what I'm saying? But this match heavily relied on nostalgia. And there's nothing wrong with that. I have no problem with it. Because that's what the match is supposed to be. That is exactly what the match is supposed to be. Nostalgia. I will say, though, talking about the match itself, the match itself was really good, especially near the end. In the beginning, I was a little afraid because the match was starting slow. Now, look, I didn't have high expectations for this match because I knew John Cena was up there in age, and I mean that with the utmost respect. I don't mean to disrespect John Cena. I'm just saying he's up there with age. Randy Orton as well. Both are up there in age, but they're still great workers. In the beginning stages of this match, I ain't gonna lie, there were some parts that I almost fell asleep because, again, headlock city. You know, once Randy Orton applied those headlocks, I was about to doze. I was about to go like, no disrespect towards Randy Orton, but that is the WWE style, though. That is the WWE style, so I can't really complain about that. But again, it was the beginning stages of the match. Once the action spewed to the outside, and then all the spots happened with all the RKOs. And if there's one thing that this match did right, it was the RKOs. The RKO spots in this match were fantastic. The RKO spots in this match were absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. Fantastic stuff. You know how everybody says RKO out of nowhere? A lot of the RKOs that we saw in this match definitely 100% happened out of nowhere. A lot of them happened out of nowhere. A lot of them. But yeah, of course, we had Randy Orton hit the AA. John Cena tried to hit Randy Orton with the punk kick, which was crazy to see, considering I could make the argument that the punk kick is John Cena's worst nightmare, considering how many times John Cena's father got hit with the punk kick. You know what I'm saying? But still, this match was really good. Yes, it was overbooked. 100%. I'm not going to dispute that. It was definitely overbooked, and a lot of shenanigans were going on in this match. A lot of crazy shit was happening, especially near the end. You know, the referee, like there was one referee that got hit twice, and then another referee came in, and then he got hit again. He got hit again by Randy Orton, and then after that, Nick Aldis and all the rest of these other producers came in. And then that was basically the spot of the night where Randy Orton just went ballistic and hit the RKO once again on Nick Aldis, and then went on a rampage, hitting RKOs left and right. That was great stuff. Fantastic stuff, man. I loved that. I freaking loved that. And I'm going to clip my reaction, by the way. That's going to be great stuff as well. But he hit a bunch of RKOs on all those different security guards. Not really security guards. Those are really producers. You know, the Jamie Nobles, the Jason Jordans of the world, the Petey Williams. Those are actual producers in the WWE right now. But he hit those RKOs. But the one thing that really lost me when it came to the match was the finish. What do I mean by that? If you really look at it, hindsight is 20/20. R-Truth essentially cost Randy Orton the match. Now, we got one match announced for Saturday night's main event. And that is Logan Paul versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight title. That was already in the rumor mill for a while. That's why the match was not going to be taking place at Backlash, because they needed to put a match on Saturday night's main event. They need a big match to sell Saturday night's main event, considering it's going to be on NBC. So they put Jey Uso versus Logan Paul. Logan Paul's a big draw. Also, John Cena is going to be a part of the show, and the rumored match was going to be John Cena versus R-Truth. And I believe that is still in the rumor mill as we speak. R-Truth coming in. On one hand, I understood why they brought in R-Truth, considering R-Truth's whole character throughout like how many years? Almost the past 10 years has been him basically playing dumb. Which, by the way, I love R-Truth. And I love his character. His character is absolutely hilarious. Oh, my bad. Oh, this is on me. My bad. This is on me. And of course, he's John Cena's biggest fan. He's John Cena's biggest fan. So he comes in. He tries to protect John Cena. So we needed some comedy in this match. We needed to have some comedy in this match, considering there was too much seriousness in this match. So we needed to add a little bit of comedy. So we added R-Truth. They brought in R-Truth. He tried to protect his quote-unquote best friend, John Cena. And then he gets hit with an RKO by Randy Orton. But what happens? John Cena hits the low blow, hits him with the belt, hits the AA, and gets the 1, 2, 3. So essentially, again, R-Truth helped John Cena retain the title. The finish was okay. The involvement of R-Truth, even though I understood it, at the same time, I don't know. It's very weird. Very, very, very weird, considering R-Truth, again, nowadays is a comedy act, even though R-Truth is very talented. And if you want to see his talent come to fruition, watch his work back in 2002 in TNA when he won the NWA title, and watch his work back in 2011. His heel work in 2011 was fantastic, in my opinion. I loved heel R-Truth. I loved heel R-Truth. But essentially, R-Truth cost Randy Orton the WWE title. That's exactly what happened. He cost Randy Orton the match. That's exactly what happened. On one hand, I understand, but realistically, it sounds stupid. It really does sound stupid. But clearly, WWE had to do something, and they went with that something that they went for, and you have John Cena retaining the title. As expected, John Cena is still the WWE champion. Now, where do we go from here when it comes to John Cena? John Cena, again, is on his retirement tour. He's going to drop the title eventually and ride off into the sunset. But we still got a lot of potential challengers. We got Night of Champions happening next month. I don't think John Cena is going to be on that show. But we got Money in the Bank taking place at the Intuit Dome. It was the same location that held the first Raw on Netflix. It's going to be a big deal. My next prediction is that I think we're going to be getting CM Punk versus John Cena. That is going to be the next major feud. 100%. We're going to be getting John Cena versus CM Punk at Money in the Bank. They have to. They have to book that match at Money in the Bank. I'm sorry. They have to book that match at Money in the Bank. It's only fitting. It's only fitting. But in terms of Randy Orton, we're going to have to see what WWE does with Randy Orton. I'm very curious to see what they're going to be doing. But nonetheless, the match was really good. It was overbooked, but it was really good. And if you thought that this match was 10 times better than the WrestleMania match with Cody Rhodes, I don't blame you either. Because it 100% was. It was definitely 10 times better than the shit we got at WrestleMania. Now, granted, I'm one of those people that thought that the match was not that bad. The match was not that bad at WrestleMania. It's just the circumstances of the situation in which, of The Rock not showing up. That's what kind of fucked over the entire match. And that's why a lot of people were realistically pissed. But this match was 10 times better than the match that we got at WrestleMania. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Backlash. Overall, I thought Backlash was a really good show. Was it an amazing PLE? No. But it got the job done. We only had 5 matches on the card. It was a quick show. But it was not a bad show. It was definitely not a bad show, and it definitely got the job done. But yeah, that was my live stream in terms of talking about WWE Backlash and giving my reactions to Backlash. Of course, please make sure to be on the lookout tomorrow night, episode 3 of the Wrestle Havoc podcast. The graphic is down here below. It's going to be taking place every Sunday night at 8 p.m. live on the Wrestle Havoc channel, also live on the WNN Facebook page and YouTube channel as well. So be on the lookout for that. And as always, please like, subscribe, comment down below, push that bell for notifications. I'm on the lookout for more videos right here on the Wrestle Havoc channel in which we discuss everything in and outside of the squared circle. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content. And as the friggin' referee would say, ring, ring, ring that damn bell for more notifications. And as always, it is yours truly, Flamin' Ricky DeRays, signing out. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.
Get stealing, woo, wheeling, dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun. Yeah! Kurt Angle, yeah! Why, Triple H, you son of a tell me why. And Tony Khan, this is also on you.
I am going to ruin wrestling.
Just get over here.